Hello again. I'm Juanito Calipbird or JC, and as mentioned in my introduction, I'm sharing my work and professional journey here in the UK as a physiotherapist, hopefully to help other people who are in the same situation, especially those who are internationally trained. You can check out my other videos for different other topics that you might find useful and hopefully learn from them. Also, if you're in the UK and you're already a CSP member and you think I can help you in a one-to-one basis, check out CSP's mentoring scheme. I've put the details on the description below. And look for my name and hopefully we can help each other. Also, don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. Okay, so for this video, I'll be sharing with you um, how I got about the NHS job application and some tips and suggestions. Okay, just the background. Um, I've I've worked in the NHS since I started having experience in the rehab setting. So I've never worked in a private setting, so I don't know how that goes. But I'm just sharing with you the process in applying for an NHS job. So for those of you who are not familiar, so the NHS or the National Health Service in the UK is the public health service they have here. So the healthcare services are provided to their residents for free and are paid by their tax. First of all, so there is this NHS jobs website that you need to check. If you're not familiar, you need to create an account there. If you want, you can create your profile and the like your CV, so that it would just upload on your some of the applications. But if you want, you can leave it and you can fill up the applications as you apply. You also get a search button, so you can search on the type of job you're searching and the area, the coverage area, so you can set that unto whatever is your preference. And there's also like filters, so if you want like specifically just band 5s, band 6, and if you want a like the distance from your home, or like specific area of physiotherapy that you're interested in, or trust, things like that, so you can set that. And so when I did mine, so I saved my search details, so you can do that. So every time I just come in, I just check again my settings, the settings I've set, and just show what I have on my settings. Sometimes, yes, the job opening sometimes says a deadline, but sometimes because of the number of applications, they just close early. So if, for example, if you really like that job, monitor that because it might close early. Okay, so the earlier you get your application, the better. However, you might need to really prepare for your application, not just be submitting every time you see a job opening. And I don't advise you to just do a generic application and submit to all. Well, that's just my personal suggestion. And just to share, as I've said, I've had several applications when I got in to job, applying for a job again. At first, I wasn't getting um, a job interview, although at some point, those for the first formats I did was working. I was getting interviews, but yeah, I had information or tips that I wasn't doing it right. It took some time. I had mistakes. I had learning curve on this, and yeah, I've learned from mistakes and from I took advice from different people. Luckily, I have career coaching and like CV and job application preparation coaching from my apprenticeship university. Um, so that's an advantage, and I've also had tips from a service about job application. So I had advice on this. So yeah, so one of the recommendations would be to personalize your application in each trust that you're applying. Okay, so yeah, so you get into the search button and your search jobs, and then select. You will see that whenever you're applying, there's certain there's certain templates. Sometimes you can use that application form to another trust, but on other trusts they have a separate different website to do their application, or sometimes they just have a different format of the job application form template. So yeah, it it will help you if you have like a guide of your answers already. It will just like be a resume or your CV. So it will just ask you your information, your qualifications, trainings, experiences, which I want to suggest and advise. So be as convincing as you can on your information. So put as many trainings as you can, and in your experiences, I have these tips that um, be very specific on the things that you're able to do, specifically the skills and the knowledge in each job experience, and don't try to use the same words like for example, I assist. So it's don't say the same words. So try to be convincing and fluent and readable, the application. So try to use different words. So maybe check synonyms of words, and then I've also had a suggestion that you use numerical description. So for example, I did I did I did my job 3 times a week, or I was doing pulmonary rehab twice a week and home visits twice a week, things like that. So I had that tip if you want to use, and yeah, so try to be as specific and as detailed on those skill set that you have in each job. As you go to your application in this NHS job website, you will have that section of putting your supported information, which will need like 1,000 words or something, which I equate to a cover letter, but it's different. It's just a supporting information section, so it's not a letter. Although for me, I cover all the things that is needed in a cover letter as well in that section. So first of all, I've used some tools here. If again, from my coaching, I've had the suggestion of using these websites that compares your cover letter and your CV and check for suggestions. And one for the cover letter, it's a suggestion that you cover as much keywords in the job description. So by the way, in making your cover letter or this your supporting information, try, if you've already made one, try to compare that to the job specification or description that this job opening has shown. You can see there on the side there's a job description and job specification, and compare what you've written to that. And the tip I've had is that the keywords on that job description should reflect on on a cover letter or your supporting information. So whatever is there should be reflecting on what you've written. And if you want, you can check websites that they can really show you the keywords that's frequently mentioned on the job description, and so focus on that. You have to show that exact wordings on your cover letter or supporting information. Okay, and then another tip, so don't just say I am caring, I am intelligent, I know this. I think I've been advised that we show it better by writing experiences, your personal experiences on that specific detail that you want to explore or to demonstrate. For example, if you're caring, try to be more detailed on an experience that you've shown you've been caring, things like that. Reflect on your job experiences. If you don't have a job experience, you can reflect on your placement or your work internship, because you somehow need, when you're applying for a job, you need to have like sort of experiences on these things. And just to share, in the UK, they want to show evidence. You should show evidence that you have, mainly for band 5s, that you have knowledge on the key areas of physiotherapy, MSK, orthopedic, respiratory, acute and community, like elderly, neurology, and will be good if you have some more like pediatrics and elective cancer, things like that. Another thing is, it will be common on this job description, and if not shown in the job description, it will be better if you cover on your supporting letter or information or letter about the trust values. So the trust would always have there, as I mentioned in my previous videos, NHS trust here in the UK would always have these trust values. These are the qualities that they wanted their employees to adhere to. So if not mentioned already in the job description that you need to possess them, these qualities, mention those in your letter. Okay, so for example, if the trust values will be like caring, open and fair, demonstrate how you have those qualities in your experiences again. Okay, So that's it for this video. It's a bit lengthy, but hopefully you learned something from it. Check out my other videos for other topics. Okay, so thank you for listening, and see you in my other videos.